and welcome to another video. For those who don't know me, my name's Alex. I'm your Disney Down Under, and welcome to a brand new vlog series. We are flying across the world back to the UK. Very excited for this trip because for those who don't know, I am from the UK. I moved to Australia 5 years ago before meeting Amy and all the shenanigans and travels that we've been doing. And we're going back to visit family. Gonna go to my home in Somerset, and we're also gonna go to Disneyland Paris, which is very exciting as well. And we've got a special someone that we're bringing along with us for the trip. It's none other than our brand new daughter, Scarlett, she's 5 months old today, and we are taking her on a massive flight. For our first flight, we're going from Adelaide to Doha, and then Doha to London. So it's about kind of 21 hours total flight time, and we're doing it with a 5-month-old. So this could be fairly entertaining. We're not sure how it's going to go. We're about to leave just about when it's normally her sleep time, so she's probably not going to like that, but we'll try and play as it goes, and we'll take you along for the ride. See what it's like traveling with a baby. We've got a bassinet on the plane. We're flying Qatar Airways, so yeah, that's going to be pretty much the plan. It's currently about 6 p.m. Our flight leaves from Adelaide at 9:30 p.m. It's an overnight flight. We're actually going to be using the transit lounge in the Doha airport. So we added that on to our fare. I think it was about 100 Australian dollars per adult, and Scarlett was obviously free. So it's going to be nice to have 2 to 3 hours in between the flights where we can use the showers, fill up Scarlett's bottles, and yeah, just going to be nice to just relax and just reset for the second flight, particularly with Scarlett as well. Say hello, Scarlett. Say hello to the vlog. Mwah. This is Scarlett. Say hi. Hi. So she's coming along for the ride today. Yeah, we're so happy. We're going to get to do a big kind of family reunion with all my extended family. Scarlett's going to introduce to all the cousins, the aunts, and some of my university friends. So yeah, it's going to be a fun time, isn't it? Should we get going? Should we get going? I think so. And here's Mama Amy with Scarlett. You excited for our trip?
I'm excited for the trip, nervous for the flight.
Yeah, it could be pretty interesting, couldn't it?
I think once we're on the plane, it'll be fine because we have everything we need. It's more customs and the layovers that make me nervous.
Well, we'll see how we go. Of course, we arrived at the airport, and these are all of our cases. Lara's come to lend a hand.
And a sleepy Scarlett.
A sleepy Scarlett. This is a good sign. Let's see how we go going through security. But yeah, lots of bags when you have a 5-month-old baby to come along. Big trip. Okay guys, so we just made it through security here at Adelaide Airport. That actually went pretty well, all things considered. Good thing about Adelaide is that it's a small airport, and they have very few international flights that leave at once. So I think it's just our flight that's leaving at the moment. We had to go through domestic and then international security, kind of back to back. And it was actually a really kind of seamless process. They were really supportive. Obviously, you know that we've got a baby. Scarlett did really well. We had to take her out of the pram twice for both securities. And she did well. Amy took her out and she stayed asleep for the first one. She's just woken up a bit now, but she's still very settled. And yeah, they were really supportive. We let them know that in our bags we had some water bottles for her formula. They just let the people operating the X-ray machine know, and we didn't have to take them out. It's just our normal toiletries we took out. Pretty seamless process, kind of 10 minutes for each one, very little wait time. Yeah, so it was really good process. So yeah, all getting very exciting now. We're just going to look through duty free and then go board the plane. So here we are in the Adelaide duty free. I've never seen this. First time I'm leaving the international departure since arriving here 5 years ago. So because normally Qantas only flies out of Sydney and Melbourne internationally, so we actually have to usually get a domestic transfer first. So this is great that we get to fly out of Adelaide for the first time as a family. That security went pretty well, didn't it?
Yes, there's one called Scarlett.
Ooh, meant to be. Jo Malone was the perfume brand that we use for our wedding scents. So always got a soft spot for Joe Malone now. Yeah, South Australia represent. Best place for food and drink in the world, in my opinion. Hello, little Scarlett. First, did so well getting through security. You're about to board the plane. It's very, very exciting. She's been such a good girl so far. About to board the flight. Scarlett. Hey.
She says it's my bedtime.
Yeah, we'll try and get us some sleep soon.
Thank you.
We're on our way. Yay! So our plane there, about to board. Scarlett's got her headphones on, ready for the flight. We've got Dougie on TV. We're ready for takeoff. How cute. Go to sleep, dee dee dee, dee dee dee.
No one's sleeping to that.
Oh, Scarlett. You ready for takeoff?
So far, so good.
She's pretty chill right now, isn't she? We're taking off now. Adelaide. Bye, Adelaide. Blanky.
She's gonna sleep better than we will.
Yeah. She gets a bed. We don't get a bed. Okay, so dinner has been served. We've got a beef massaman curry, rice, which looks pretty nice. We've got some, it's like couscous and some sort of Asian salad. Warm bread roll, water, a glass of red wine. I always watch Avengers Infinity War on flights, especially long ones, and then Avengers Endgame back to back. Baby's watching Wonka. These TVs are very, very good. Lots of films, lots of TV shows. Really, really good. Good?
It tastes like here, those ice creams called Golden Gate Time ice creams. That's
yeah.
exactly what it tastes like.
Like caramel mousse. Okay, it is currently 11:15 PM Adelaide time, and Scarlett's having her first bottle. First since just after we left at 6:30. So she's doing well. And we've set up this rather snazzy tent for Scarlett that covers. This here is the bassinet provided by Qatar, and we've covered it with this Cosigo tent, so it means that she can have blackout and hopefully get some sleep that zips up like that. 4 or 5 hours. Scarlett.
5 hours.
Scarlett did here.
Hello. Hi.
Scarlett did pretty well actually. She slept for a few hours in the bassinet, and then unfortunately the seatbelt sign came on, and when the seatbelt sign comes on, babies can't be in the bassinet. So Amy had to contact Napa for another couple of hours, but she's been feeding throughout. She had a bit of a time when she was a bit upset about 6, 7 a.m. Just because I think she realised finally that she's on a plane and a bit uncomfortable. But she's a bit better now, a bit more happy, aren't you? Yeah. We've got all her collection of toys here. Scarlett Den. So breakfast has arrived. We've got chicken meager egg noodles.
Should we get fruit?
Looks pretty good. Bassinet.
C'est déjà petit winter.
In Doha,
We have all in one piece.
just about. Scarlett's okay, back in her own pram. Pretty happy to be able to spread her legs. Let's go find the transit lounge. Alright guys, so we've arrived in a transit lounge. Bit of an interesting situation. Pre-booked Al Maha transit lounge with our flights. I think it was about 100 Australian dollars per person each way. Just because I thought it'd be really useful to have a quieter space for Scarlett to sort of change bottles, do some sterilising, have a shower, and just kind of relax in our kind of 3.5 hour change. When we arrived at the lounge, the queue was extending all the way down the stairs, down past the escalator, and it was crazy busy. We managed to kind of bypass a lot of them by we had to go to the elevator because we have our pram. But even at the top of the stairs with the pram, there was still a queue of about kind of 30 people in front of us. We managed to kind of get through to the front in the end, and we actually managed to get an upgrade to the Onyx Lounge instead, which is where we're at now. So yeah, this is the Onyx Lounge, and yeah, I think we're kind of lucked out because the Al Maha Lounge was absolutely crazy busy. I don't think we'd have got a seat, and this apparently is an upgrade. I don't know how much to make of that, but it's been actually really nice here. We've got our own kind of private family room where we've been just the last kind of hour we've been kind of doing the bottles. We've fed Scarlett. She's been on the floor in her playmat playing. Now she's having a sleep in her pram. So I think we've actually lucked out. I will say the organisation around the Al Maha Lounge was an absolute shambles, because no one seemed to know what was going on, who was queuing, who prepaid, who was trying to pay there, and it was just an absolute shambles. There was I'd imagine there's a lot of people that won't even be able to get into the lounge that they prepaid for, which is just not on.
They shouldn't be able to take on the spot
yeah.
payments. You should only be able
Yeah, you should only be able to pre-book, and also there should definitely be a clear cap on pre-bookings on the number of people that are booked, which it doesn't look like there were, which is not really good enough when you're thinking about a lounge space, which needs to be more relaxed and premium.
It's not like they also don't know the flights that are coming in.
Yeah, exactly. They've got
prepare.
all of the information in advance to kind of figure out how many people are going to be through the airport, how many people are going to be through the lounge. There needs to be a clear limit, and that's definitely something I think they need to have a good look at. But yeah, we're in the Onyx Lounge, and we're making the most of it. Yeah, our change is about 3.5 hours, and then we're on another flight to London Heathrow. So yeah, just going to go check out some food options, and then head to the next gate. Family room that we found. We've got our little den that we've made over here. How you going? Good. Scarlett's sleeping. Yeah, we've got it all going on over here. The bottle prep station over here. Currently sterilising. Quite a process, isn't it? This one's been very well organised. There's a legend for thinking of all the stuff that we've needed for our trip.
To make our life easy as possible.
So I forgot to mention earlier, we're wearing matching mummy and daddy embroidered jumpers.
With Scarlett's onesies from when she was a newborn.
How cool is that? We get to keep her onesies that we have like sort of special memories of. So mine, if you can just see, is Winnie the Pooh. And Amy's is the pears. And she always wore that when she was a very small newborn, didn't she?
She came home in this outfit, yeah.
Yeah, so, and how cool is that? Like, we've got like these things to remember those really early days by.
Yeah.
So, yeah, had to wear matching jumpers on travel day, especially when we're new parents, especially when it's our first big trip as a family. So, yeah, really happy with these. We're about to go to the gate now to board our plane to Heathrow. Alright guys, so we have arrived. We are finally here at my parents' house, my family home here in Somerset in England. It's the next day. Sorry we didn't finish off the vlog yesterday, but it was a long travel day, and we're just trying to get here kind of no issues as quick as we could with Scarlett, just trying to keep her settled as we could with such a difficult journey, and we made it. She was so brave. I can't believe we're finally here. It's amazing. So just to kind of I think the last time you saw us, we were leaving Qatar, the Doha airport, and going on to our second flight. The second flight was, again, pretty smooth. The one thing I'll say is that was probably Scarlett's most difficult period. The first couple of hours of that second flight, I think she'd started to realise that big change in routine, big change in time zone, and she didn't have kind of her normal kind of safe space in terms of sleeping and normal nap schedules. So, and also it was actually really hot, even though it was about 6 in the morning in Qatar, because it's obviously in the Middle East. I think it was already kind of low mid 30s, and when we got on the second plane, it was very hot in there. And it was right when she was due for a sleep and a bottle and a feed, and it was quite difficult to settle her while we were taking off. But after that, she was pretty okay. She had about kind of a couple of hours sleep sort of towards the end of the flight. That second flight was actually only 6.5 hours compared to the 13.5 hour first flight. So it's good to get the kind of the bigger one done out of the way first. The way back might be a bit more interesting because we've got the short and then the long flight when we fly back to Australia. But yeah, in terms of the just to kind of summarize with the lounge that we're in, the Onyx Lounge, it was pretty, in terms of food options, they were pretty minimal. Probably, even though we were upgraded from the Al Maha Lounge, I probably wouldn't say it would be worth it in terms of paying for it for kind of the food and drink options. They were very limited and yeah, not the best. The one advantage we had was the space to do the baby changing and the bottles, just to kind of really spread out in that kind of almost private family room. So that was really helpful, but kind of going forward, we won't necessarily be doing that all the time, I don't think. And the actual airport itself is massive, and walking through it to the gate, there were so many places that you could just kind of relax, that were quiet, lots of places to explore. So I think next time we'll probably leave it and kind of just kind of go around the airport more a little bit. But in terms of Qatar Airways as a whole, the two flights we had were really comfortable. The food was probably the best I've ever had on an economy flight. We had kind of a couple of chicken kind of stir fries, and there was the beef massaman curry. The seats, I will say, are a little bit narrower than kind of standard economy seats, but there's plenty of legroom at the front. The bassinets worked out well. Everyone, the staff were very friendly and welcoming. So yeah, I definitely would recommend that, particularly if you're flying from Adelaide, because it means you don't have to do that extra domestic flight to Sydney if you're flying with Qantas, and that was really, really nice to just be actually able to leave, just drive to the airport and just leave and just have one change on these kind of longer journeys is really, really nice. So yeah, so now I'm currently sitting in my old garden that I grew up in. You can see that we've got our garden here, beautiful little English cottage. And this is quite exciting because we're having a family event next weekend out here, a little garden party to celebrate our wedding and last year and Scarlett's birth, because a lot of people couldn't make it for our wedding last year, obviously from the UK being so far away. So it's going to be really nice to see some extended family. A lot of them even haven't met Amy before. A lot of my university friends and yeah, cousins, everyone. Going to be lots of new kind of young families we're going to meet for the first time. Lots of kids running around. We're starting our party here, having some drinks, and then we're heading to my local golf club, Mendip Golf Club, for a little after party kind of meal and a bit of music and dancing. So really looking forward to that. But yeah, but we've got some plans the next few days before that. We're going to go to the Cotswolds. Amy's dad Russell is coming from Australia as well for the party. We're going to go to Bath with him, go to see some pubs, have some good food, and just really relax. And then after the party, we're going to head to Disneyland Paris, which is going to be really exciting as well. But so plenty to look forward to. But yeah, that's our kind of travel. We're here, we're ready to go, and it was yeah, it's definitely good to be here after such a long day. So, but yeah, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Catch you later.